Yanko US ho na amanebo efie the White House abeto just say Donald Trump, the president of US, the health reports be about beto to mountain. So apparently some Ghanaians and then nipa binumu she say what is really happening, because Nancy Muna Oba Ghana hanum so ya vice president Professor Jina Nopukwajiman ono so na pomudin ho nsem bi beto mountain so abesin dey kra no ye share that a right update be saying it and say this is how it's feeling, but people are feeling say Donald Trump and then Ghana's vice president, what is really happening now? Nana, can you give us more updates on what is happening with President Donald Trump, and then of course what is coming from the White House?
Okay, so President Donald Trump, the United States is a country every president and you go through medical check-ups are very compulsory. And one of the things we are seeing is that, which is in contrast with what is happening in Ghana, is that Ghana no yema any brief on medical checkup. Yema in your compulsory report, okay? And we don't even release the reports. But at a crucial moment, the death rumors of a year Naana is swelling. Up to now, no man yehun nanso yesi otiase. Yehun nanso yesi ye. And remember, so many Ghanaians are very skeptical about this narrative because we've seen this playbook before. When you're misinformation, where you're facts, they told us the same thing about His Excellency, former President Atamos. And what happened? He came, he jumped, and he died. We saw another thing happen with Emisa Arthur. Now, dismissing, say he was fit as a fiddle, and I said, and also he died at the back of a pickup truck. We saw the same thing happen to former President Jerry John Rawlings. Or hospital receiving treatment. In fact, the last days of Jerry John Rawlings, he was in a TikTok video of one nurse. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, I know that personal nurse. He also died. I'm not saying that death is inevitable. Death comes for everyone. It will come for me. It will come for you. It will come for everyone. Once we came, we will also leave. But then what is really happening in the USA, different from what is happening in Ghana, is that they've gone a step further to say whoever the president is, you go through series of tests. One of them a cognitive test. Cognitive are doing. People are working, the brains are not working. They be before we are basically like sheep. If you don't whip them, they will not do something. You can have somebody with nipa say oh sorry no pay A B C D. Meanwhile, if you don't whip the person and I want to train so on yet. Before we are programmed in such a way that I will say be tembiano or be ABB. So Trump cognitive test. It was a drain a year Jumana to lead the United States of America. We and see if one thing so a bit told ya scan, health scan. You're scanning the body, checking the blood levels, everything. The third thing a colonoscopy. Colonoscopy. Colonoscopy no okay. Adie bi na test bi a ye the camera okay ebe seb uturumu. The camera no is like a snake form. Inti dey show uturumu be pia akose intestines na ko pie wo stomach. Inti ko pie wo stomach and e control or computer na scan uyem for potential cancer and viruses. The best form of a year obetimi dia scanning a year afine cancer ni ade no. A true colonoscopy, and then you find it early when you detect the cancer early, before they form and they become a potential harm. And as it do a benign, which means a cancer no and spread and as dangerous, so you're able to spot it. Trump now don't take my word for it. Share the whole screen so where a physician's reporter a White House a doctor and chain a screen so you see a lot of pages you before my President Trump the medical records. As you can see, it's almost 3 pages. My President Trump, the medical records, the blood temperature, and the BBR. Second page is look right here. It tells us about President Trump colonoscopy results. You see it here. So abrofono omenia bra omoye bibi, which is different from what we have here in Ghana. And as you can see, idea very, very, very different. Yeah.
Okay, so not just say wakoye test, and then they've brought the test out for the people of US to know say this is what is happening. But unlike Ghana, obi abe kandi ope obi abe say when your mouth stroke Obisubaka say, no, yare that. Obisubaka say, uchashi. I mean, there's a whole lot of issues. So are you trying to say Ghanaians or Africans should cultivate the habits of the US people?
We need to cultivate any friend transparency. As I say, and one of the things I'm not suggesting on status to say, we need to do what we call your friend is saying a cognitive test. See, the similar thing happened last 4 years. Akufo-Addo's first 4 years was okay, but then the last 4 years was horrible. How sure are you, say, how sure are we, say, President Akufo-Addo, for all we know, Krasebio, Adrian and Sheta Nyejuma, two astray. Which means, and what this will mean is that one more in China advises no more control no. So for all you know, no, or it has you on a more bad draining the Nyejuma. But so what we need to do as a country is that every 2 years and every year, for presidents and go through cognitive tests. Cognitive tests, you can't solve mathematics. There be cognitive tests. Why there's a fraction of it. Different aptitude test. So you send different aptitude test.
Yeah.
No. It's more like we need to test how your brain works. So we can take a bit of shapes and our various shape forms. Near catch us and rearrange them. And a bit mama a word problem. Near catch us to solve them. That is to show and to measure your competency level. Yes, I will claim has say. In this ex-president Akufo-Addo said for the last 4 years, Adrian Nyejuma or not, we don't know. He's just ruling. And you see, the thing that makes us very important is because papa no penifo ofie. Okay. Or maybe 60 years, look at the way they behave. And man be kasa obe repeating in Bema no so no any esin oba or menstruation and in nyaji e chan buofu enya kwato ade we no mame wasa kwato the same thing ukoto ya na the brain is not really working and yes e bia onim nyansa pa be nyini ati ase ne mpinifo because we nyini jana adwen. So we need to do this test to see say nipa na olidi and say papa penimu oye fia sebio ono na adwen na asisi an e da na say oye sharp as a fiddle. In the case of a year VP in the case of your VP if a vice president no or no no how is a blood pressure, how is a diabetic before no okay because oh no yem release na munkuno na Trump dey release ye Trump release ye dey nkuno and ye di bibia spiritual it was idea and can nipa also call for health checkup no near the nam so for so. I'm not saying that we shouldn't go for spiritual checkup too. It is very important. But what I'm trying to say here is so simple. We need to release the reports. Inti Madam Jenna no poku say no. By this and some releasing reports saying a year no. Ebi onya brain tumor. Ebi onya say. She was able to be resuscitated and sent to UGMC. UGMC reports in current health checkup in ye hani this is the state of affairs. And no some Ghana folk can follow you along and they know say you guys are transparent. But I'm say no. I who be one minister be come with job ase. President and vice president, she's coming back live and color. Ne Jimmy for ebo so. Na kwase bi so akojan baby. Nyankopon na o protect Moses no, obe protect vice president. The apama ya shafa ne ho nyina no enyi ne mamifu omo aso ne de na organize Jimmy esa na afia so release the reports and let us know where this is heading. Omo nka na MPP dey propaganda na NDC for so ADA defense. We don't know anything what is going on yet. And the sad part is a president can hu hwe. Any part, the president is doing well, he's fit. Ghanaians should just remember him in prayers, it's normal. The MPP is doing propaganda. Let us see the medical report. Any Donald Trump at all. Because Abrofo you're different, we are all the same animals. Release the report. Before you took one any country be a before be swallow plane no. And as a passport no onane bi owu 1844 ni nimbe ba so we bibini ko interview a on kama ye man mo ra de bi okwa
na de me kan ye den
ka se me ko interview ne ye di mpaibo on kan
o de mpaibo ben say o de mpaibo tiny chi as what
bibini ko ware a on kan eni obe 2 days na flies gidi ya no be ware aware say ware ebegu so we need to release the reports. Currently the name the whole any chichi for obi posti vice president the picture na or the emoji count no osu na quickly national security for akofa no what's the akofa ba omian bodyguard we banana republic look at this trash. Meanwhile when the MPP was doing it NDC for afi almost say kujan any enye yensunumu now so na mo ye de sense a wo hwa ne bora ofie na search ne kra be search kra sense esi niam no sent to niam no to form so sorry be see I be man go for more updates as all of these various events unfold.